Hello students, in this video I am going to discuss about the digestive system. So digestive system consists of alimentary canal and digestive gland. So first let's discuss about the alimentary canal. Alimentary canal starts with the mouth. Clear? Means from the mouth the food goes where? To the esophagus. Then from the esophagus it goes to the stomach. Clear? From the stomach it goes to the small intestine, and after in small intestine the food goes to the large intestine, and then from the large intestine through the rectum, anus, it comes out of the body. Clear? So now let's discuss in detail, and it starts with the mouth. So when we eat food, first we put it in the mouth, and in the mouth tongue is there. So this is what? Tongue. This is the picture of what? Tongue. Clear? So tongue masticate the food. This is the main function of the food, that tongue masticate the food. Tongue helps in tasting the food also, and for the taste you can see that from this part of the tongue you can taste bitter, then from this part of the tongue you can taste sour, and we feel that the vegetable or the food is salty or not from this part. And the front part shows what? The front part, this part helps in tasting the sweet, that we eat sweets, we eat chocolates and it tastes sweet. So this part of the tongue helps to taste the food sweet. Now next is teeth. So let's discuss in detail about the teeth. Very much detail you will find in my another video, but in brief I am giving the information here. In our mouth there are 4 types of teeth. Clear? So 4 types of teeth, which are incisors, canines, then premolars and molars. Okay, so incisor, the food is broken down with the help of these 4 teeth. Clear? With the help of these 4 teeth the food is broken down into smaller pieces, and in the mouth, besides these teeth, salivary gland is also present in our mouth. So 3 types of salivary gland present in our mouth. So the first one is parotid gland, then the second one is submandibular gland, and the third one is sublingual gland. Salivary gland secretes saliva, and saliva is a fluid containing water, salts and a slimy mucus. It also contains an enzyme called amylase which convert starch into maltose. So you must have noticed that when you chew a piece of bread or boiled rice thoroughly, it starts tasting sweet. This is because the starch present in this converted into maltose, which is a kind of sugar, by the salivary amylase. Now the next, that from the mouth the food moves down the esophagus. Clear? So this part is what? Esophagus. Clear? So this is esophagus. By which movement? By the peristalsis movement. Clear? So this is what? This whole is esophagus. This pipe, esophagus is also called as what? Food pipe. Okay, it is also called as food pipe. So peristalsis. Now I am telling you what is peristalsis. Peristalsis is the wave-like movement seen in the walls of the esophagus due to the contraction and relaxation of its muscles. So here you can see the contraction, clear, and here you are seeing what? Relaxation. So this movement, this wave-like movement, is called as peristalsis, and peristalsis occurs throughout the alimentary canal, means from the mouth to the anus. This movement enables the food to be pushed forward. In esophagus no digestion occurs. Esophagus is also called food pipe, and it opens into the stomach. So from the esophagus the food moves to the stomach. As you know, no digestion and absorption of nutrients takes place in the esophagus, and the well chewed and swallowed food is called bolus. So now let's discuss in detail about the stomach. Clear? Stomach is a sac-like J-shaped organ. Stomach is a sac-like J-shaped organ with strong muscular walls. In addition, you can see here, clear, this is what? This is the stomach. This is the stomach. Okay, so in addition to holding the food, it serves as the mixer and grinder of food. Stomach makes the food acidic, and powerful enzymes present here that break the food down and change it to a liquid or paste. The stomach is divided into 5 regions. You can see the picture also. So the first, the cardiac is the first part of the stomach. Clear? So this is what? This is cardiac. This part is cardiac, and this is the first part of the stomach below the esophagus. This is what? This is the esophagus. Clear? This pipe like structure is what? This pipe like structure is esophagus. So below the esophagus, then the second part is fundus. This is what? This is the second part. This is the fundus that lies to the left of the cardiac. That lies where? To the left of the cardiac. Then the third part is body. You can see this is the third part. Third part is body, and it is the largest and main part of the stomach. You can see, size is also bigger than the fundus, cardiac, pylorus and antrum. So this is the largest and main part of the stomach. Then the fourth part is antrum, and it is the lower part of the stomach. Clear? It is very clear by the diagram also that this is the lower part of the stomach. Then the fifth part is pylorus, and it is the part of the stomach that connects to the small intestine. So this pipe-like structure goes where? This pipe-like structure goes to the small intestine. Okay, so now let's discuss in detail about the small intestine. So small intestine So first, before discussing about the small intestine, let's discuss about the duodenum. Clear? So duodenum is means the pipe that connects the stomach to the small intestine. This pipe is called as, this pipe like structure is called as duodenum. You can see here. Clear? Duodenum is the first part of the, or we can say that the duodenum is the first part of the small intestine. It is located between the stomach and the middle part of the small intestine or jejunum. And I'll tell you about the jejunum when I'll discuss about the small intestine. This is the part of the small intestine. After foods mix with the stomach acid, they move into the duodenum, where they mix with bile from the gallbladder. Yes, bile from the gallbladder means what? This is the liver, here is the gallbladder. From the gallbladder the bile juice comes where? In the duodenum. Then in the duodenum also receives the digestive juice from the pancreas. This leaf like structure is what? Pancreas. This also I'll discuss in detail. So duodenum receive the secretion from the bile and from the what? From the pancreas also, means we can say from the liver and from the pancreas. Okay, so now let's discuss in detail about the stomach. So stomach, I'm saying small intestine. Okay, so small intestine is what? Small intestine is about 20 feet long and about an inch in diameter. So this part is what? This part is small intestine. Okay? It is an organ in the gastrointestinal tract where most of the end absorption of nutrients and minerals from food takes place. So maximum absorption takes place where? In the small intestine. It lies between the stomach and the large intestine and receives bile and pancreatic juice through the pancreatic duct to aid in digestion. It is made up of duodenum, jejunum and ileum. So this part is what? Duodenum, this part is what? Jejunum, and this part is what? Ileum. Then from the small intestine the food goes where? Yes, the food goes to the large intestine. Clear? Okay, now first let's discuss about in detail about the pancreas. Clear? So pancreas is a leaf-like structure, and from the pancreas, pancreatic means through the pancreatic duct, the digestive juice comes and where? Meet in the duodenum, clear, and then from the duodenum it goes to the small intestine. Okay, now next is the you can see here gallbladder. So from the gallbladder the bile juice comes out through the bile duct, and again it comes where? In the duodenum. Means, as I have discussed earlier, that in the duodenum bile from the liver we can see, and then the pancreatic juice from the pancreas. Pancreatic juice from the, this is the pancreatic juice from the pancreas comes and meet where? In the duodenum. Okay, now the next is the large intestine. The long, this is the large intestine, you can see. This is the large intestine. So large intestine is a long tube-like organ that is connected to the small intestine at one end. Small intestine at one end and the anus at the other end. Clear? Anus at the other end. Then it is the place where feces are formed by the absorption of water from the passing intestinal contents. So in the large intestine only the absorption of water takes place. Clear? No digestion, no absorption of the food material, only the absorption of water takes place in the large intestine. It consists typically of 4 regions: cecum, colon, rectum and anus. Clear? So this all is about the your digestive system. Now I am going to discuss about the digestive gland. So 2 digestive gland is present. Clear? So the first is pancreas. Clear? Pancreas is an organ located in the abdomen. It plays an essential role in converting the food we eat into fuel for the body's cell. The pancreas has 2 main functions. As exocrine function, it helps in the digestion, and as an endocrine function, it regulates the blood sugar. Okay, now the next the digestive gland is the liver. Clear? This is what? This is liver. Liver is located in upper right hand portion of the abdominal cavity beneath the diaphragm and on top of the stomach, right kidney and intestine. It is a dark reddish brown. In the picture also you can see the color is what? Reddish brown. So reddish brown organ that weighs about 3 pounds. It is the largest gland in the body. Yes, this is the very important line. That which is the largest gland in the body? Liver. Liver is the largest gland in the body. The liver produces a greenish yellow fluid called what? Bile, which is stored where? In the gallbladder. Clear? So bile secretes from where? From the liver, and then it gets stored in the gallbladder, and then from the gallbladder through the bile duct it comes where? In the what? Duodenum. Clear? So this all is about the digestive system. Thank you very much for watching this video.